all stand? Welcome, everybody. You want to say the prayer, sir?
Everyone bow your head, please. Most gracious Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening, Father, just seeking your guidance and just asking you to impart your wisdom to us as we try to handle the business of this city, Father. Just guide our thoughts, our actions, and our words. Just help us do everything in such a manner that would be beneficial to this city, its citizens, and
Can I get a motion to call this meeting to order?
So moved.
Motion and a second. Roll call.
Here. Here. Three's here.
At large is here.
Four's here.
Six is here.
I just show Greg not here. All right. So let's move into public hearings. We have a public hearing on 316 East 4th Street. Em, if you'd read that, please.
Sure. Notice of hearing was posted on subject property 316 East 4th Street, Long Beach, Mississippi on October 27, 2025 by Zoning Enforcement Officer Dale Stogner and mailed to Kevin Sawyer, 316 East 4th Street, Long Beach, Mississippi 39560. Notice was returned to sender on November 4th, 2025.
All right, can I get a motion to spread?
Motion
that
to
across?
spread.
We got a motion. Second. We got who seconded it? All right.
Jesse.
Jesse seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. What's the pleasure of the board?
You want to see if anybody's here to speak?
Yeah, is
for it?
anyone here to speak on 316 East 4th? Anyone here? All right, no one being here. What would y'all like to, where would y'all like to go with it, board?
Motion to close?
Second. All right, we got a motion to close, we got a second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. All right, what motion you want?
Sorry, they're still passing the pictures around, sir. Mike, have you seen these pictures?
Car in the front?
Yeah.
Car's been there a long, long time.
I didn't see the tag on it. Is it out of date as well?
Oh, Dale didn't report.
Okay, I just didn't know on top, so I'll let them finish looking at the. Want me to handle it?
I'm going to make a motion to adjudicate.
Second. We've got a motion and a second to adjudicate. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is 111 Buena Vista Drive.
Notice of hearing was posted on subject property 111 Buena Vista Drive, Long Beach, Mississippi on October 21st, 2025 by Zoning Enforcement Officer Dale Stogner and mailed to William Schultz, 8929 Little River Turnpike, Fairfax, Virginia 22031.
Okay, can I get a motion to spread that across the minutes?
Motion.
Got a
Second.
motion, second. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Is anyone here to speak on the 111 Buena Vista Drive? Anyone in the audience? No one in the audience?
Motion to close.
Second. We got a motion, a second to close. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.
Motion to adjudicate?
Second.
We got a motion to adjudicate and a second. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
there is a gentleman I believe is going to cut that tomorrow. He has been the owner has been in contact with Dale today. He actually has been in the hospital. He got out today. He had it set up. So I'm almost 99% sure they're going to cut tomorrow.
Okay,
There's a
good.
gentleman out of Gulfport coming to cut it for him.
All right.
So I'll let y'all
Do
know
this.
via email.
Yeah, if you,
On that.
if you notice they're cleaning it,
Yep.
then don't take any action.
Okay, no problem.
Is there a standard turnaround, like if we adjudicate, yeah, they have 10 days before we can adjudicate? Thank you.
Before we can clean.
So,
And
so there's
even if
there's
we-
It's
time.
time to clean
Well,
it.
even if we adjudicate it now, and he does it and we don't do anything, we have a year that we can go back on the property if he doesn't, you know, if this
Maintain
happens,
it.
if it happens again, we don't have to go through the process again.
All right, so that is, all right, so we adjudicated it.
Yes,
All right.
we're on to the third one.
Next one is 100 La Rosa Road.
Notice of hearing was posted on subject property, 100 La Rosa Road, Long Beach, Mississippi, on October 27th, 2025, by zoning enforcement officer Dale Stogner, and mailed to Sheila Ladner, 22154 Cameron Road, Kill, Mississippi, 39556.
Can I get a motion to spread that across the minutes?
Motion to spread.
Hold. We got Donald, motion, who's second?
Second.
Second, Timmy. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Is there anyone here to talk about 100 La Rosa Drive for Miss Sheila Ladner? No one's here. All right, can I get a motion to close the hearing?
Motion closed.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I think on this, go ahead, board. What would y'all like to?
Motion to adjudicate.
I think motion to
Well,
adjudicate.
I think she actually came in and did what we required. Did she finish?
But these pictures are as of the 18th.
Yeah, this one right
So-
here is not her property. This is that one on the end.
Right,
But
but,
hers is done.
well, let's, and
Is that
Let's
not
look.
right, Mike?
She has cleaned her end.
And that's all she's required to
That's
do.
all she's required to do,
I
is
don't
her
think there's
part.
any action on this one.
I beg to differ. There's a
Well-
pile of garbage
Correct.
at the
I was
door.
just fixing to get to that.
Okay.
that one, and then,
I still say.
that is on
Is that
her
on
end.
hers?
Yes, that's
They'll
closest
bring
to
those
North Seal.
Okay.
So if you want to pull those two out,
Yeah, that's fine. There's two.
this is on the north side.
Yeah, no, that. Motion carries.
Jim, I
Mike?
think, Mayor, I think that Mike had some.
Yeah, we found some where they were dumping. There's a few pictures there by the doors and around back. We
Yep.
found some debris. Dale had picked up some envelopes of where stuff was coming from a vape shop. We know where it is. I can't remember exactly what address, but somebody's bringing their trash and dumping it there.
Yeah, I thought it was clean the other day.
It was. This just happened since the weekend.
Well, you know, and
So we got some envelopes, and I'd like to see if maybe the police can help us identify who that was.
okay.
But the property owner would still be responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Picking
it
it
just
up.
happened. I didn't realize.
Right,
that
yeah, they
this
just dumped
happened.
this.
Has anyone talked, like, I know that's behind the building, has anyone talked to Philip and Josie that live right there? Do they have any surveillance cameras on their place that might catch that? Know who's going in there?
Mike, what, is that the stuff that's at the front door? That's piled up
Yes,
on the concrete?
yes.
Okay.
And I would check with the tobacco shop across the street because they got cameras that go that way.
Yeah.
So we could probably figure out according to what
I'll
they
get
said.
with the police and see if they can, but we do have some envelops.
They've dumped
With
out
an
there more than
address.
once. This has happened several times.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to briefly clarify for the board, or what the position of the board, I think, should be with this, this property at 100 La Rosa Road. This property is not only just a narrow building inspection matter, the conditions there touch several parts of our code, including weeds and overgrowth, junk and debris and trash container requirements, and our slab and debris structure ordinances, as well as the nuisance authority given to us under Mississippi Code Sections 211911 and 211920. The board's inspection is that this should be treated as a full nuisance and derelict property case so that the entire parcel is brought into compliance. And if the property falls back out of compliance within 12-month period, the city has clear authority to reenter and address the nuisance again without having to start this process all over again.
All right, and Steve, can you talk a little bit to that?
Yeah, I understand what the Alderman Jafree is suggesting, and he's not incorrect. The problem is there are different owners to the different pieces that constitute the entire parcel. So the process you're doing right now, adjudicating each parcel, will essentially accomplish what he's saying. For the next year, we'll be able to go on any individual property or the property as a whole and require them to clean it up and declare it as a nuisance. But I think procedurally, given that there are separate owners for the different parcels, it's procedurally correct to have a hearing and give each property owner a chance to address that and then an adjudication if that's the case. But I agree that at that time, they can be treated as a whole for the purposes of requiring them to be clean.
Okay, so the adjudication.
They're different owners to the
I got-
different
so
parcels.
If we
Isn't-
adjudicate each section, it
That's right, we
basically
adjudicate each section, then
what-
we
yeah.
can
Okay, what Joey's requiring is,
enforce it as a whole against them all.
Do we
just-
not have something that says, I know when, like, even the major subdivisions, with a condo, don't they have to maintain a HOA? Because how would you ensure a building like that touches another building? Like, for example, it's listed as a condo. If you have a condo, the owners own sheetrock in and the HOA owns the exterior. How is that not the case for this building?
They're not all zoned or regulated that way, are they, Mike? Help me understand how they're.
There is actually something, Dale has found something in the deeds where how much of each part of the parking lot each one owns. I don't know that there's a common area. I don't know if it's referred to as common area, what you're talking about in a
Right.
condo development.
Because when you
So,
build a condo, I'm
have to have
almost,
common area.
well, I'm almost positive also, doesn't it say something about, you have to have an HOA?
What we do now, I think that is true, but
Now-
I don't know what was done back
Subdivision
then.
is not required. to
Right,
form
I'm
an
saying that
HOA. Individual ownership, I think, as opposed to one common area.
Own a percentage of the parking lot.
Correct.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's any common area. I don't know, would you refer to that as common area? I don't know.
No, not if they've got separate percentage of ownership. It makes it very difficult to enforce when
Right.
the whole thing is a mess.
It just seems like what we've been doing in the past has not worked. And I'm trying to look at it from a different perspective and look at it as one parcel, as one entity. We're sick and tired of looking at it. When we look at it, we don't see condominiums. We don't see three owners. We see a derelict property that's pulling our city down. And that's why I wanted to bring this up. And maybe it's not the proper or the correct way to do it, but I think we have to do things differently.
Well, I think the fact that they are all before this board tonight is a step in the direction of treating them all the same and uniformly and at the same time, whereas before we've had the Ladner property, then this property, then Allen, like the Sheila Ladner
Correct.
property, she was brought before the municipal court and
Correct.
found in violation of ordinances and faced contempt charges, and she made corrections. The problem is nothing happened to the adjacent parcels. If we get them all on this same schedule as you're doing tonight, it may be easier for the code office and the municipal court if necessary to enforce.
Well, that's the intent here.
the intent
I'll make the
hopefully
motion
is
to
rid
adjudicate.
of those things. Let me-
I think we
hey,
already-
Can we hold, we got one comment, if y'all don't mind? Please, just state your name and address and all.
Also, I'm on behalf of the next person who.
The microphone.
Oh, you got to talk in the microphone.
Being recorded, that's why.
Great, okay, can I sing?
Oh, no, let's
You don't
try.
want that. You do not want that. So I'm here on behalf of the next unit, which is Riddick Family Trust on La Rosa.
Okay.
I understand it's been a frustration for everybody, including us, because we haven't had cooperation. But I have possibly good news, and I think it's going to happen. There is, we are, in fact, the whole front, which is Sheila and my mother's 3 units, are possibly going to be bought by one person, so that would help the situation in getting it all more uniform and fixed up. And the third person, I think, wants to sell as well, so it may end up being one owner soon. Okay? At least the whole front, Sheila Ladner's and Riddick Family Trust, which would be the whole front, you know,
Yeah.
looks, I can't say 100% because, you know, we're still negotiating a little bit.
I appreciate
But
that.
it's about to happen.
I
We've got
appreciate
more than one. By the way, thank you for whoever did the tour for the city about some investments.
our-
Evidently, that helped.
Economic Development Commission.
Because I had a couple of, I mean, I've had more than one phone call from an investor wanting to buy the whole thing. And so I'm hoping that happens. That
fingers
needs to
crossed.
happen, huh?
That's it. Let's keep our fingers crossed. 'cause
Yes,
that's-
and it's getting, and I'm talking to Sheila, she's getting reasonable. So
Well, that's
pray
encouraging.
that the
Yeah.
stars align and
Well, what
that
we'll
this
do
could
is,
happen.
I think the way we'll move forward, we'll go through each one of them and
Okay.
adjudicate them, and then if you
But I
don't
wanted to let
mind,
y'all know that that's probably about to happen,
We appreciate that.
okay? And then I'll come back up when you want to talk to me.
We appreciate that, and hopefully
Okay.
that'll occur, but understand that we are not going to keep going the way
I
we've been
don't
going.
blame you.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I don't blame you at all.
Very good, thank you. We
Yeah.
I
appreciate
wanted to
it.
follow up with you later.
Okay,
To kind of
sounds
discuss
good.
what's going on, so I'll need to get your name and phone number a little bit later, and we'll call you.
until you call me.
And thank you for
Thank you
coming
very
tonight.
much. We appreciate you, thank you.
And correction, I said, the development, that was, Main Street. I was corrected for that. That did the tour.
Okay,
I
so-
want to give credit where it was due.
Okay.
All right, so we voted to adjudicate.
Yes,
That's
sir.
her right there, she'll come up next. Okay, next one is, this is the 100 La Rosa Road. Can you read the notes into the minutes, please?
Sure. 100 La Rosa Road, assessed to the Riddick Family Trust. Notice of hearing was posted on subject property, 100 La Rosa Road, Long Beach, Mississippi, on October 27th, 2025, by Zoning Enforcement Officer Dale Stogner, and mailed to the Riddick Family Trust, 4649 Briar Oak Drive, Pace, Florida, 32571-10, or 130.
All right, can I have a motion to spread those across the minutes?
Motion.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
I think this is now where, is it, ma'am, is your name Lisa? Yes. Okay, I think this is where Miss Lisa was looking to speak, because she's on our,
All right. Yeah, so I mean, unless you have something else to add, you can go ahead.
Well, what happened was, my sister-in-law in Florida was handling that, but since there's no rentals, I got a notice on November 6th, but she texted me and said, by the way, I got a phone call from the city. I had landed in Hawaii for my 33rd anniversary. We were there for 10 days, and she told me on the 6th. So I said, well, we got 14 days, so as soon as we get back, we'll get it done. Well, anyway, my son went by there today and saw it, that there was a meeting tonight. Otherwise, I wouldn't have realized. So for one thing, we need to talk to somebody about changing the address. My mom lives next door to me. She's 94. She's the owner. And so we need to change that where her and I get the notice. But hopefully we won't be owners soon. But second of all, I didn't get the notice, so that's why it wasn't done, and I'm sorry. And, just wanted to let you know, we'll have it done by tomorrow.
All right, well, we appreciate you being here.
If you can give Mike a corrected
Yeah.
address, that would be great.
Yeah, put your name, number, so we can follow up with you on that possible sale of that property too.
yeah, so, we can see if anybody else wants to talk on that, sorry. I'll make a motion to close.
And then we'll move to adjudicate it.
I got it.
Anybody else here want to speak on that particular piece of property?
Thank you.
All right, can I get a motion to close?
Motion to close,
Got a motion, who second?
Jesse.
Jesse, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.
Mr. Mayor, I'll make a motion that we adjudicate this property, but now that we have Miss Lisa, I'm sorry, how do you pronounce your last name? Carnes. Information, that we give you and Mike time to meet with them and work through this before any work is set out and done.
All right. So we are going to adjudicate it. Did we get a first and second?
I made the motion, I hadn't gotten a
And we
second.
got a second discussion. They still need to do like you said, go out there and do the cleaning that you need to do. But then we're going to follow up and discuss a little bit more about the great possibility of it being sold.
All right, sounds
Great. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Welcome to do whatever you want to do. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Let's see, the next one is 100 La Rosa Road, Earl
Shaddix.
Shaddix. Can you read that into the minutes, please?
Notice of hearing was posted on subject property 100 La Rosa Road, Long Beach, Mississippi, on October 27, 2025, by zoning enforcement officer Dale Stogner, and mailed to Earl Shaddix, 11593 Charlene Drive, Gulfport, Mississippi, 39503.
Can I get a motion to spread that across the minutes?
Motion.
Got a motion, Donald, second, Timmy. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Can I get a motion?
Anybody to speak?
Anybody here to speak on that particular piece of property? No one here? Can I get a motion to close the hearing?
Motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Motion to
Opposed?
adjudicate.
Got a motion to adjudicate?
Second.
We got a second. Donald, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, let's see. Public comments. I think we have a Long Beach Trust. Is someone here?
That was her. She's not here.
That Long-
Oh, I'm sorry. It's on 612 North Wright Avenue. That was in the Planning Commission minutes.
In the planning commission minutes.
Okay, we'll take that one up. Is anybody here for that one? Okay, we'll let you talk when we get to the planning commission meeting minutes. All right, next one is, do we have any announcements, presentations, or proclamations? I don't think we do. All right,
I have an amendment.
we have amendments to the municipal docket.
I have one.
I have one as well.
Under derelict properties, I'd like to add 307 Alexander Road.
And then, Mr. Mayor, at the pleasure of the board, I'd like to table item number 10 under new business, the amendment and restatement of the lease.
Okay, table it.
Table it,
All right,
or remove.
which one is that?
Number 10. Let's just table it.
All right, we're going to table number 10. Can I, get a motion to table number 10?
I made the motion, I just need a second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. All right, can I get a motion to approve the mayor and board of aldermen minutes of November 4th?
So
Both
moved.
regular and executive, we got a motion,
I'll second.
we got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is Planning Commission minutes of November 13th. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second, discussion?
Discussion. I have a couple items I would like to discuss. First and foremost, upon approving, I just want to make it noted that the corrected last item we had it, when it first came to us, it was approved, but it was actually tabled. Don't forget yet. Then the discussion on the Pineville and Beetline Road Quick Stop, the board approved the removal of the trees, and I'm fine with that. I would just like to see, once the MDEQ approves, I believe they need an approval from us.
Is anybody here from that particular?
Yes, sir. How are you?
State
If you
your-
could state your name and your address, just
Yes,
for
sir.
the
My name
record.
is Muad Saeed, and just moved down here, so I reside with my father over there off of Beeline.
Okay. So if I'm correct, the tanks on the front of this property have been removed, where the gravel is?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then you're looking to move them
The
East.
southeast corner of the lot.
southeast corner, okay. And you need an approval from us before you can go to the MDEQ, is that how I understand it?
Correct, yes, sir.
Okay. when they approve it, or they have to see your plan on the tanks, is this correct?
I've spoken to Mr. McCain over there
Okay.
at MDEQ.
Okay,
So he's gonna go ahead and write a letter stating that there have been tanks there before, so there shouldn't be an issue with regards to putting tanks down on that property again. He said there shouldn't be any soil issues. You know, if there's already been tanks on that property, there should not be an issue with putting down new tanks.
okay.
So,
Yes, sir.
go ahead.
So at some point in time with the growth at that intersection, the city has in the past discussed putting a turning lane east, west, and north, south. So I do like the fact that they're not going back in the parking lot for future growth of the city and your development. Have you looked at all other possibilities before coming and just saying, hey, this is where I want to put them? I mean, did you look at possibly looking at north of the store as well? Or was there a reason that that could not be done?
So this was from our architect, that was a proposed location for the tanks.
Okay,
We also have an issue with parking at the business.
What now?
We only
Parking.
have 4 parking spots at the business, Mr. Mayor. So with that being said, you may have 3 employees there at a time, so that only makes space for 1 customer. So we're also looking to add parking as well.
All right,
he answered my questions.
all right, so I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a big fan of cutting down oak trees. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I feel the same way about it, Mr. Mayor.
I get it. On the west side of your store, there's plenty of room for additional parking. Have y'all looked at that?
On the west side, we can, that was proposed I believe in the site plan that I've submitted to you guys. We are planning to add parking over there, but even then, it just won't be adequate enough.
Okay.
We also have an issue right now with delivery trucks. So God forbid, if I get a delivery truck and I get the gas truck at the same time, it's gonna be a hazard.
So the main thing you're really looking for tonight is not necessarily where the tanks go, but you want additional parking.
Not just the additional parking, sir, but also the tanks, yes, sir. So the tanks were proposed to go on that far corner of the lot. The architect did cite, he said that maybe for safety, he doesn't want to put them
say there was gonna be any issues with putting them where they were. Other than they'll be, like Donald said, they may be close to the easement that we're gonna need to put the road in. I think it's a little bit further in.
Yes, sir.
So have you considered putting the tanks in the old location? And here's where I'm going at, because you've got, even underneath that side where the oak trees are, you still have room to put multiple parking spots over there without disturbing the trees. You can also put multiple parking places on the west side. That's right off of Beat Line.
Yes, sir.
And if you, because what I want to make sure here tonight, I want you to succeed, but I also want to make sure we're doing our due diligence to save those trees.
Absolutely.
And I want to make sure, and it might be us kind of rethinking, because if there's any possibility we can save those trees, I want to try to do that. Those are nice oak trees, and I'd just like to relook at it and possibly find another location where you can win, and trees can survive.
Well, I
And
mean, that's what we want, it's,
Okay.
absolutely.
Do you mind if we come out, but before we go further with this, and I don't know the pleasure of the board, but I want to look at all possibilities before we make a decision.
I don't mind at all, Mr. Mayor.
Okay.
I do also want to state that, the original proposal was to cut down 7 trees.
Then you
With
want
the
5.
last meeting that we had, we were willing to, just cut down the ones that are necessary. Given that it doesn't, given that we can still make the exits that we need to make out of the property.
Okay.
I have something to say. My concern, I get where you're coming from, but my concern still is, without us doing a full review of road upgrades, we don't know how much property we're gonna take. So if we say, okay, you move these pumps back 10 feet, we still might be buying fuel tanks whenever we do go through and widen a road and still have to move them there. Without doing a full set of plans to see where the road will lay, there's no way of knowing how far back we would have to push them. This takes it completely out of the way.
And it takes out 5 trees.
It does, but it also prevents us from buying fuel tanks in the future.
So before we make that decision, and we may have to take David with us, Ball, if we're thinking about doing that expansion right there, I guess we're talking about a turning lane.
Well,
That we need to see if in fact it does impede him putting the tanks back where they used to be. Because I'm not going to go on an assumption that it won't. I want to make sure.
Save the trees, Mr. Mayor, but, you know, at the same time, we do want to move forward with the project.
And
There's
we
several
want you
gas
to.
stations opening up. I think there's one that's proposed
Yes.
to open up on Pineville and Daughter. And then you have one just opening up, probably not even half a mile away from us, just south of
We don't
us.
have a shortage of gas stations in
No,
Long Beach, that's for sure.
not at all,
And
not
I
at
know
all.
you
But
got to be
at the same time,
competitive.
at the same time, we do need to be competitive.
Yes, you do.
The business still needs to survive, and putting in those fuel pumps is one of the ways that we plan on doing so.
I'd like some input, Mayor, if you don't mind. I, too, would like to save as many trees as we possibly can. However, I've heard it ad nauseum, sitting on this board for the last 4.5 years, how we make it difficult for people to do business in Long Beach. We have a tree board who gave the recommendation that to approve the trees to be removed. You asked for 7, they approved 5. I recall when those gas tanks were buried near the corner right there, and frankly, it was a hazard to try to get in and out of there, because I'm old enough to remember putting gas in my tank. My opinion, and it's just my opinion, is the tree board approved it. I concur with the tree board's decision, and it's the pleasure of this board how we move in this direction.
Thank you, Mr. Alderman. And I would like to say that, to be honest with you, I've done business in other states, and by far, Long Beach is my favorite place to do business.
Well, we're glad you're here.
We-
So
we-
this
we
isn't
enjoy-
about your business, it's
No,
just.
no,
that
absolutely, yeah. it's
Some
about
of
the
us
tree-
love oak trees, and some of
Absolutely.
them love business.
Absolutely.
We got to come to a happy medium,
And,
so they can
and
both survive.
and I'll be honest with you, I love those oak trees. I love those oak
Oh,
trees as much
pretty.
as anybody. I know they're beautiful. They really are.
I
Now,
can
I do want
envision
to
y'all
point out,
putting tables out there
I
and
do want-
selling food.
I do want to point out, I got 9 more oak trees in the back of the business too. You know what I mean? So we have so many of them. But like I said, we are willing to. Now, I have a question for you guys. Now, the proposed turning lane, has that already been planned out?
It was
site
just
plans already been-
discussion. It was just discussion due to the fact that we have it was during the last administration.
Yes, sir.
It was discussed because of the neighborhood that's coming online to the west on Pineville of having over 300 homes. So the concern was the potential backup at that intersection.
Yes, sir.
So it's not something that's been drawn, it's just a future possibility.
Yes, sir.
So, I'm not sitting here today telling you that you're getting ready to go through a court battle or anything like that. I'm just saying that was the discussion, the fact that by a coincidence, you're looking at replacing them elsewhere saves everybody, in the long run.
Yes, sir.
So it's the pleasure of the board.
Okay. Well, but I think there's other things we have, before we approve the
Yeah,
minutes, we
one-
have.
But if you don't, if y'all don't mind, let's just take one look. It's, like I said, it's gonna be y'all's decision.
Well, I think,
Like I
but,
said, it comes down to me, I don't want to hold them up. Like I said, he's
And
wanting
I
to move,
think-
he's
I
wanting to
think-
move forward. I don't want to drag this out several
Sure.
more months.
Okay.
but also, if we go back and we're reading the minutes, he has to bring in the approval first. So there is still one hurdle
100%.
for us to look at, even upon approving tonight. We're not, we've learned our lesson from.
Yeah, they
what-
cannot-
what is the, where we clear cut on Pineville?
Yeah, even with approval, they can't be removed until you have DEQ approval. to move
Correct.
forward.
And
this is
we
the
have to
promise
have
that
a
I made-
copy of
This is the
that.
promise that I made to the board last week.
Yes.
We don't plan on cutting down a single tree, until we get approval that we can put those pumps there, so,
All right, even more discussion on this particular subject. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
yes, sir. And when, are we going to revisit this, or is it approved that?
Well, we have to, because it's
Get the
in all the
approval.
minutes, and at the end here, we'll be voting on it here in just a second.
You'll probably see me come out and we'll take a look.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, gentlemen.
So we have another person that wants to talk for the Long Beach Trust subdivision. Yeah, I didn't see your name. You can step up and, your name and address, please.
Good evening.
Good
My
evening.
name is Marie Baker, and first I want to start off by apologizing to the board, because when we came Friday, I guess we were under the impression that because we came in a couple of weeks prior to that meeting, asking questions to figure out what we needed to do in order to make some things happen, because we didn't know what those answers were without asking the questions, that we were out of place. And I want to apologize for that. This property at 612 North Wright, we've had it for about 5 years. Right off the bat, a tenant moved in under owner finance. They were there for 5 years, and recently they left. They didn't do anything they were supposed to do prior while they were there. So after they were gone, we decided what would really be the best thing to do with this property. So I did some research in Long Beach, and instead of doing owner finance, or at least with an option, I thought it would be best to Airbnb the 2 pieces of property. Well, right now it's just one. So we got a survey and had it divided into 3, and that didn't seem to work. And then the second one seems to be about the only one that may have possibilities of dividing it into 2. Now, the question when we were here Friday, that if I understood correctly, the shed in the back, technically, it may have been a shed at one time, but the house was built in 1955, and since then, I found 2 advertisements over the last 20 years where that's an apartment, and I brought the pictures to show you where somebody did go, whether they did it right or got permission, I wouldn't know that. But I do know that if you was to go in there right now and look at it, this is what it looks like on the inside, but it's filthy right now because the last people that lived in it didn't take care of it. So the slab that was in question said it had to be removed. We can remove that. That's not difficult to remove. Just some muscles would take to remove the slab. Now, there's 3 feet from the back of that, I call it a cottage, and it may have been a shed at one time, but if you go in it, it looks like a cottage. On the back side, there's an alley, and it should be, the wall of the building should be 10 feet from that wall, and it's only 3. So we would be asking for a variance on that, and we just got through cleaning up all that alley on our part of the property, all the way back to that lumber building that's there. So if it gets divided into these 2 parcels here, I would have to move the driveway to the other side on track 1 and just leave track 2 the way it is with the driveway where it's at now.
Well, so the whole thing, I think, was tabled.
I'm sorry?
I think you're.
It was tabled,
Yeah, so
yes.
you're gonna have to come back before the planning commission with, and then it will come back to us again once they understand what you're looking for.
Okay, and so.
So, just to kind of explain, because they tabled, we still got it because we got their entire minutes. And what
Okay.
we're looking at is, we do see the request to separate them. And I understand you're saying it was an apartment. I think we've looked back. Mike, have you researched back and see if any permits were
See
pulled?
these you can.
We'll look at them. But I think where we're coming off on face value is it's a non-conforming property as it stands right now. And then by separating it, we would be making 2 non-conforming properties.
Correct.
I mean, that's just what I'm looking at here. But I would prefer that Mike has Bill been coming to the meetings?
Yes, He was at the meeting Thursday, and that's where we got that answer. It's a non-conforming situation as it is, and when they divided it into two, it's still two non-conforming
Okay.
pieces of property then.
And I don't think that's within our, if that's the case, I don't think that's within our purview to approve according to our
Can't
ordinance.
create non-conforming
Correct.
properties out of what's there.
Right, were there any solutions offered?
If you materially change a non-conforming use that's grandfathered in, so to speak, if you materially change it, then it has to be brought up to the current code. You cannot create, as you suggested, two non-conforming because it was one.
Right there.
If it materially changes,
Okay, I have a question, because I'm missing something. When you say non-conforming, that, are you talking about the square footage in front of the buildings?
Variances.
Well,
What part is non-conforming is, I think, what she's asking.
the multiple
Dwellings?
dwellings and then the road frontage. Because am I looking at this correctly, that it's less than 75 on the second lot, Mike?
I think so.
Yeah.
74, correct?
No, that's the degrees. No, that's what I was looking at there.
So what would you suggest would have to be done to do that?
So, and here's the thing, ma'am, I don't want to misspeak.
Right.
And that's why I would recommend you allowing the planning commission to look at this. The city does have on retainer a certified, what is Bill's? Advisor on this, on suggestions on how we can approve it or how changes can be made.
Okay, so-
But I don't, at this time, I don't see anything that sticks out glaring to me that we could approve it tonight.
Alderman Frazier, it also, and Mayor and Board, it also says in the amended last page, give applicant time to make engineer recommended approval. So we just have to have our engineer go out there and see if there's a recommendation. If there is, there is. If there's not, there's not. But we can't create two non-conforming pieces.
So how can I get a meeting with this planning commissioner?
Mike, what's the next planning commission?
Next Thursday, isn't
Be
it?
December the 11th.
The December the 11th?
It's tabled.
And you're actually automatically going to be on it?
Okay,
So December the 11th at 5:30 here in this room.
okay, all right,
Okay.
thank you.
And would you like these back?
Yeah, if you don't need them.
Brian, do you mind? Thank you.
Any more discussion on the planning commission minutes?
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the planning commission minutes as written.
Got a motion?
second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one, can I have a motion to approve the docket of claims 111825?
Motion.
Motion, you got a second, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Special event application for the Spring Festival of Bands at Long Beach High School. Can I get a motion?
Motion to waive fees.
Got a motion, got a second to waive fees, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.
I recuse myself from that vote.
A little bit late? No, but, okay.
Not going
All
to
right.
the closet for that.
Next one is a follow-up on the Gateway Phase 2. Joel? If you would state your name and address for the record, please, sir.
Joel Kozlowski, 5214 Mitchell Road. Alderman, Mayor, just following up on the meeting that we had a month ago, where I brought to the board's attention regarding the third-party QC testing, where they were not E329 accredited. Today, I went and searched the CMEC, ASHTO Resource, and MDOT qualified labs, and as of to date, Stevenson Consulting, or UES, is not accredited. Last meeting, it was said that they needed to bring evidence showing their accreditation. A date wasn't given. I did send an email asking if there was going to be a time frame. Didn't hear anything back, so that is why I'm here tonight. How long are we going to be giving Stevenson or UES UES Consulting.
So Joe, can
provide the
we
accreditation.
get your information, and then I want to set a time frame on getting the results back by next board meeting?
I've got Joe's information I can share.
All right, so I appreciate what you're doing, and we will have you an answer by the next board meeting.
I printed out the CMEC, ASHTO Resource, and MDOT qualified laboratories as of to date.
Do you have that, Pete, what he's got?
That I don't have.
He said his contact.
Yeah, that's what I.
He has his contact.
Yeah, let me take this.
As of to date.
Okay, and I'm gonna take this and give it to them for additional information.
Joel, I got your phone number. What's your address?
What's my address?
52 what?
14.
5214.
And then the next meeting is, good God, December the 2nd.
December 2nd.
Getting as bad
Roger
as
that.
you saying Hancock
Thank you.
County.
Thank you all.
All right. Next item is a letter of agreement. This is on the annexation contract.
Motion.
Got a motion,
Second with discussion.
second with discussion.
Is Mr. Slaughter here tonight?
Is anyone here from the company?
No, I don't see him here. I guess my question is, Mr. Mayor, if in speaking with them, how much information will they be able to use from our previous advancements or previous meetings?
Right.
Hopefully that will keep the cost down.
They will. They'll update what we already have.
I know
We've
you've.
already talked to them about it.
With Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
we did.
And so, okay. Is there a,
Are they,
I mean, I see the prices, what they charge, but is there a not to exceed?
I don't think so, because it's all going to determine how much litigation it has to go through, whether it's heavily contested or lightly contested.
So,
when we spoke to them, were they willing to, what did they, about using the stuff? Because, I mean, that was only 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, the last time we met with them, they said they would take everything that they are.
stopped the annexation last time is because the bills were racking up, and we were still at the time trying to find money for the harbor. And, you know, we couldn't afford to do both. And
We didn't know what was.
It's
You're right.
also a much wider.
These are
Much
two
larger,
totally
yeah.
different annexations.
Sure,
This is
no, no,
Industrial
but-
Park,
but-
the other one's
Yeah.
going
No, but that
north
one,
of
no,
I-10.
they were split. We had them split
okay.
into two, but I guess that's where I'm just trying to go, hey,
Well, so it's gonna come down to.
trying to learn from previous.
Yeah, and we've got to do this.
100%
in
agree.
the path of going forward, so, I mean, we're gonna have to do it, so
Okay,
pleasure of the board. We got a motion,
and a second.
second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is to request advertisement for the school board trustee. Can I get a motion?
Second.
Any discussion?
Just want to make sure that we're posting these. We had an issue with advertisement last time. I want to make sure that we're posting it on all social media avenues.
Okay.
So along that lines, I
wasn't
think I
here
see a
last-
reference.
So I know, but.
But yeah, we need to make sure.
We had a lot of, hey, nobody knew about it. We got a lot of that, and so,
And the young lady who works for Gazebo Gazette is here, and she's going to make sure that that's posted. Am I correct? Okay.
perfect, thank you.
Good deal, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is the disc golf course. Jesse?
Yeah, I met with Mike out here the other day with Ryan, and David met me out there on the site that's in question out there inside the walking track off Daughtery. And kind of, if you look, he's brought drawings showing kind of the basic layout from the senior center running south, how it starts at the one and goes to the basic layout. And there's actually some, they're not ironclad, dimensions as far as the feet, because there's things to take in consideration when they start installing the baskets as far as the shrubbery and the tree growth, the landscape that has to be considered. It may vary 10, 15 foot one way or the other to allow for the foliage there. But he came up and spoke with me before the meeting day, and they've actually got someone wanting to donate the signs, so that would take away the $750 that they were looking to get approved from the city to purchase signs. So basically, what we need to do at this point, I guess, is go ahead and get it approved where we can move forward, so we can make the formal request to the county to order the baskets. And they can't go forward with that until we approve to move forward. And then once his signs come in, we need to allow him to go in there and begin the installation. What'd you say, once everything arrives, 2 to 3 weeks to have everything done, so.
Is that in form of a motion?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion, we go ahead and approve this to move forward so that we can go ahead and request to the county to order the baskets and he can get the sign.
I'll second Jesse's
Got a
motion.
motion is second discussion. How much is it out of pocket for the city on this one?
Nothing now.
Nothing now?
We were going to be out of pocket for the cost of the signs, and he's got someone wanting to donate that now.
Okay,
so.
good, good number.
Just a small notation, because I believe we approved it last time with the 750, but before we do work out there, I just want to make sure that our engineers
Well,
are
that's the
stay
reason when we
involved.
met out there, I had David meet us
Yeah.
out there too, because I want him in the loop on all this as well.
Perfect. That's just the way that we're going to keep ourselves out of trouble.
Got a motion and a second.
Appreciate it.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries.
So at this point forward, who needs to make the motion or the request to the county for the
Well, do we need to
baskets?
do that in a form of resolution? Wouldn't that,
Everything that the county, we asked for them.
yeah, it seems that every time we approve something, they
Interlocal
send
with
it
the
back to
county.
us for resolution.
Yeah, they
Am
want
I
a
correct?
resolution form.
Can we add that to that, motion to approve that, approve
With
it? and-
Steve developing a resolution.
And send that?
Now, so have you've talked to the county already?
Bobby Trotskler.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so, yeah, let's add
So
that,
can we
add a
amend-
resolution in there, Steve, if that's appropriate to,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
agreement between the city and the county.
Do we need to re-vote individually?
We can do a roll call.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, roll call.
Aye.
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 All right, motion carries. Thanks for not
Just wanted
giving
to
up.
make sure we got it all.
Thanks, Mike.
Housekeeping done. Thank you.
All right,
Mike, can I ask one question before you leave? Well, I guess you can't answer this question. We don't know a time frame. Once the county gives us the go-ahead, do we?
So I have a retailer for the baskets. He has them on hold. It's going to take about 4 to 6 weeks to order. That's why I was kind of persistent on
I got you.
getting
Okay.
them ordered.
Just
And
curious.
once they get in, it should only take 2 to 3 weeks. Basically, put the sleeve in the ground, concrete around it, and then I'll go out and do my thing.
Awesome. Great. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, downtown revitalization grant. What we wanted to do on this grant is, down here at the end of Jeff Davis, right before you get to the tracks, it's really dangerous crossing that road from the Hancock Bank over to the other side, so we want to use some of that leftover money in that grant to put some signs and make some identifiable areas with the yellow lights, so it'd be a little bit safer crossing the road down there.
Mayor, I actually have some pricing that,
Yeah, I
Courtney
think
got
that
from
was
Michael. John Michael.
6237.
This is just for the, they have this in their packet?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a very, very dangerous intersection. So can I get a
Are we
motion?
speaking of,
Motion?
just that one, right?
Yeah, just this one. I've got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Have them get started on that, please. Joe?
Yes, sir.
All right, next one is, we have done a purchase card policy. If y'all have had time to review it, can I get a motion to accept?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next thing you'll be seeing is us being able to purchase things with the purchase card. Right, Kenny? Next one is amendment to the Endocorp LLC contract. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is intersection improvements, Klondike and Commission, Road, Pickering.
It looks like, after reading this, this is just a renewal of the contract.
Extension, yeah.
Have we sent them all the purchases? I mean, last time during, what was it, MML, I was asking, we had lunch with them, and I was asking Pickering what we were holding up on.
I think there's some information they're waiting on from council about the conveyance of the deed from Mr. Buddy Ray's property to the city.
Okay. That's where we're at on that,
All
okay.
right, can we get a motion to extend the Pickering?
Motion.
Got a motion? Second? Anybody?
Second, sorry.
Get all in
Sorry.
favor?
Is that motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Okay. We're going to table number 10.
Yes.
Number 11, so I want to also on Jeff Davis, I want to reduce the speed limit from 25 down to 15. It's a very dangerous road coming in and out, so
I think with all the events going on.
recommended the Public Works contract to go to H2O. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second. Any discussion?
I just want to let Joe know that we do appreciate the work you've done, and please continue the good work. And, you know, when I see Mr. Niesel,
Order to note that this contract also, it was a reduction, if I'm not mistaken, in cost. So not only that, we appreciate the efficiencies you guys have put forth.
Only thing I don't like about that is why didn't we get it cheaper last year? But anyway, that's.
I'm sure that'll be
new mayor in
forthcoming.
town.
Yeah.
New mayor in town, I'll
Yeah.
take the reduction.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I just want to, on behalf of H2O, thank all of y'all and look forward to working with y'all and every citizen in this city.
y'all have done a great job. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. The next one is, this one's gonna change, we're gonna retire the K-9 dog. Chief, we're not gonna replace it, we're gonna retire it.
Correct. If we replace, it'll be after the first of the year.
Next year, no.
Right, with some other funds that may be coming available. You should see in your packet a letter from the specialist about the condition of the dog, and we really have no choice but to retire him, and he's gonna live the rest of his days with his handler.
With this handler, good.
Chief, I got a question, just out of curiosity, and maybe it's a dumb question, but when we purchase one of these, do they come fully trained for what our needs?
Yes, they come trained, the officer goes there and trains with them.
That's right, okay. You told me that before. All right, thank you, yeah. You
I
refreshed my
think this
memory.
one, we just, we thought it was a good dog, and it actually had some issues that we weren't aware of. It happens. So can I get a motion then to retire this great K-9 dog?
Motion, discussion. Chief, I'd like to add in here that we just ask that you give him all the belly rubs that we can and thank him for his service to the city.
Sure
We
will.
appreciate it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is a donation to Gulf Coast Public Safety Feed the Needy. Chief Seal.
This is an annual donation that we do. It's for the Thanksgiving and Christmas meals that we deliver to the shut-ins and the needy. They call, all the law enforcement in Harrison County does it. We prepare the food together, and we deliver meals. People can call up to this Friday and put their name on the list with how many meals they need, and we deliver those meals. And it's a budgeted item.
Oh, it is a budget item?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Motion.
We got a motion? Any more discussion?
discussion, I just making everybody aware that, you know, I do see these officers out delivering them with their families on Thanksgiving morning, and that's good because I see a lot of them bringing their young children, and that's teaching them for the future. So I commend you guys for what you do with this.
Chief, I'd like to also volunteer. If you need any help with that, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help y'all do that.
All right, thank you.
You'll probably eat it all, though. Be
All
careful.
in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. The next one is budget amendment for the fire department.
Motion.
We got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. So That's that 206,000 that we received in insurance from the wrecked fire truck. Keeney, can you move that aside?
Yes.
Okay, good. I hate to get that new
In-
fire truck and not be able to pay for it.
We're just early summer? Is that what we're looking at?
Chief, how much did the fire truck go up from when we got the check?
106.
It
I
w-
don't know what it is now, but from when we wrecked the first truck, the 23 model, ordered it 3 months after we took possession of it, it had gone up $206,000.
Wow.
I don't have a clue what it's gone up now. I'm sure other big,
Okay, thanks. They're not getting cheaper then.
absolutely.
All
And,
in favor?
Alderman Jafria, just to comment on that, and not to steal Chief's thunder, but he stood here during the last administration and explained to us, he didn't order anything with bells and whistles, just the functionality that we need. So it's not a base model, but we didn't go out and get color TV in it either, so.
It's actually a concern all across the United States. I saw the Senate had a hearing on it a week or so ago. Lots of departments across the nation, taking up to 3 years for departments to get apparatus. And what they are concerned with, right now, there are only about 3 companies. They've bought everybody up. So there's about 3 companies that are building fire trucks, and kind of got you in a stranglehold position on it. Nature of the beast right now, until something gets done.
Thanks.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is amendment to the library budget. Can I get a motion? Anybody?
Motion.
And a second. Any
Second.
discussion? This is an invoice that came in late.
Yeah, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is the Babe Ruth Ballpark Field lighting. We've got a bid here for 3 bids for the replacement of the, it's not the lighting, it's the electrical box and 2 poles.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Electric.
Got a motion?
Is it, is your approval with or without the poles? Because in there, didn't I read in there,
7,600.
we get the quote with the poles and we buy them?
We
Or
thought we had poles, but then
Thought
they
we
were
did, but-
creosote poles.
They can't put creosote poles in the ground.
So we had poles, but they can't.
We're gonna
be
have to
used.
buy poles.
So this is for
Included
the
in the
$8,250.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got a motion, a second. Any discussion?
Yeah, I don't know if we had a second, Mayor.
Do we have a second?
Yeah, I second it.
Thought Weaver Electric came in the cheapest.
They did.
Yes,
They did. But I did see how they pulled them out on a couple of the different quotes. So that's why I wanted to make sure when we were approving it with them or without them.
Yeah,
I'd
we
like
thought we
to-
were gonna save a little bit of money, but we were told we were not.
I'd like to may have some comments about this particular, Ryan and I were talking before the meeting. And look, guys, I don't know if there's anybody in this town who spent more hours on that Babe Ruth field than this person right here over the years, and we utilized it. It was functional. I'm hesitant, it's not being used right now. I haven't spoken with the mayor personally, but Ryan informed me that there was some maybe speculative conversation about H2O maybe expanding. My only question, I'm looking at both sides of the issue. I know we have a practice field availability issue in this town come baseball season. Everybody's fighting for you know, a place to practice. So I don't know if it's a feasible expenditure, but I don't know if we can afford to do without it. It's kind of, you know, I'm perplexed by it.
I agree with you. If we knew what the county was gonna do and when the softball fields would actually open for the new girls out there, it would help make this decision, because that would give us 4 fields out off Klondike Road.
But I will tell you this factually, okay? That Babe Ruth field is, if I recall, 270-foot fences, if I'm not mistaken. Frankie may correct me, but the thing is, there is no more 13 through 15-year-old ball players other than high school in this town anymore. It's changed. They all have
I will
gone.
say, just, and I don't want to, the Little League baseball, I think last year had like over 200 kids more than the previous year.
Right,
So we
but the-
went
but-
from having leagues of like 4 and 5 teams, age group, to having like 10 and 12.
And we have increased in registration numbers, but my point is, I think it would be feasible if we're gonna make this expenditure, we divide that field and make it 2 smaller fields so that the younger kids who are registering to play baseball can utilize that complex, because there's no 13 through 15 anymore. So if we're gonna spend this money, I think we need to make the best use out
I
of it.
think you, and I don't disagree, but I think you may see, in the future, they might be able to do some 13, 14. I mean, I know that actually they are doing a Babe Ruth. I think it's gonna get bigger. It's great. I mean, look, 'cause my oldest is 13. When he was like 7 and 8, there was like 5 teams. My youngest is Coach Pitch T-ball. There's 12 teams of 12 kids.
And not to be argumentative, Alderman Bennett, but we already have a Babe Ruth field at the county site out there. Do we need 2? No, we have gone from 10 teams at that age group now to maybe 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Ryan, is that accurate, Ryan? Is that accurate?
I don't know the numbers on the baseball.
Yeah, it's a lot. And my thing is just practice fields in general. Like, there's nowhere to practice.
Well, right now, those fields can be used in the daylight. We just don't run the lights at night, so if that's not
The only
practical,
problem with
that was
not-
the same thought I had, that we talked
The
about
problem
it.
with not getting the disconnects backed up is we've lost lights to the
And we had a
police
little
department's
discussion on that,
area
too.
over there.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's your recommendation? What's your opinion?
My opinion is I like the field. I'd like to see it fixed.
And you're saying those poles in front of the concession stand are fixing to drop? They're rotten.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
The
it
one on the
is
west is, if a kid walked up, I think he could push it over right now.
Somebody would practice there every night. You'd have multiple teams that would use that with lights every single night.
Well, I hope if we do this, that is that is gonna be the truth, because I hate to spend that money
I mean, even if you
and they
do-
just sit there.
If you do it, the lights would still be used for however you would, if you moved H2O over there, they would still have.
Oh,
a
yeah,
lit-
well,
lit field.
I mean, that may be where we go in the future, but it's not gonna be anytime real soon.
Can I,
We could use a multi-use,
Can I-
soccer could go out there too, and football too. So I'll make a motion, we approve the expenditure.
I think we have that, but just to add one other view of discussion for when it comes down to the money, being that this is still considered the downtown area, we had money
Parks and Rec.
for Parks and Recreation, can we not use some of that grant money?
We
that-
still have money in the infrastructure improvement funds.
Can we, instead of our general
Yeah, we have about
fund, can we?
$50,000 left in the first infusion and then $500,000 in the second one.
Yeah. That's
No
that.
brainer. No
Does
brainer.
does that relieve your thoughts there?
Well, certainly.
And I'll just, like, for example, we practice at Magnolia Park, which is great, but you could have 3 Little League teams practicing
Right.
on the Babe Ruth
You
field
could.
at one time.
Good.
So I'll
So
call
we got a
for the
motion
vote.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is to amend the holiday schedule. Can I get a motion?
Motion?
Second.
Discussion.
Discussion.
A couple of meetings ago, we brought up about changing the time of one of our meetings. Is this an appropriate time to put that, or this is just closure?
This
No.
is just closure.
Okay.
Days off.
That's all I needed. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is personnel,
Nope.
city clerks.
Your
Did I miss it?
office.
Mayor's office. The only thing I've got to add in the mayor's office is, as everybody's probably aware, hopefully, Aldi will open December 11th. So that's a badly needed grocery store that will bring revenues back into the city. And that's really all I got. to-
And also in the mayor's office today is the mayor's birthday. We're going to whip him before he leaves here.
39.
39 and hold it.
Yep.
Thank you. All right, so next one is city clerk's office.
Nope. Personnel.
Do we want it? Yeah, but we're going to separate. Are we going?
Nope. Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we go into executive session regarding, I have several questions, I guess, legal questions regarding personnel and personnel questions
All right, so we got a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
We got a second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Steve, can you come back here with us? All right, let's go.
found another way.
It's not personal. Motion to come out?
Got a motion and a second to come out of executive session. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, no action taken. The next one is personnel. Can I have a motion in that personnel?
Mr. Mayor, I will make a motion that we approve all except the one step increase under the fire department. We'll table that one for next meeting.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is, got anything on the fire department, Griff?
No, sir, we're good.
All right, police department?
No, sir, thank you.
Engineering,
Mayor.
Master transportation master plan.
You didn't do the
Mr.
revenue
Mayor.
expense report.
I didn't do what?
City clerks. City clerk.
Revenue expense
Oh,
report for
did I
October.
forget somebody?
The revenue expense report.
Okay, oh, that's right. You,
We
Emma.
need a motion.
Go ahead. All right,
I'll make the motion.
we got a motion, and that's on the revenue expense report. Okay, we got a motion. We need a second. Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. I do have some questions, but it's gonna be tomorrow.
Okay.
Next one, we did the fire department. Are you good?
Engineering.
Emma, you good? Okay. Fire department, police department, engineering, transportation master plan. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second, discussion. So we're extending this date again?
Yes,
I
sir.
thought we were close to being, is this the second extension?
I'm not sure if, it may be.
Maybe more than the second.
Well, I don't know if it's more than the second, but we're, you know.
So what's the
we are
hold
near.
up on this? Why we keep extending it?
We are very near. We've done a pretty healthy review internally. I think we're kind of getting close to the time. We want to sit down with you guys. Work session, because this is part of the ADA transition plans included in this, and there's some healthy discussion that's going to be needed. So we're getting close.
No additional cost?
No additional cost.
Okay. Can I have, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is the Pineville, Road Sidewalk Phase 2.
Motion.
Second,
With
discussion.
discussion. David, these are, on both of these, we're just holding off due to the city putting,
That's right. You've already spent some money, so what we're doing is we're just holding we're not spending money on this.
Okay.
But we're keeping the contract active, that way the city doesn't lose the investment that you've made in terms of how MDOT will account for that.
got it.
'Cause
So but that doesn't put us in any jeopardy of losing the MDOT money?
That's correct.
Okay, making sure.
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is Pineville Road Sidewalk Phase 3. Get a motion.
Motion, same issue here.
Any discussion? Yes, and so, like we said, the cost is coming in very, very high. That comes out of our pockets, not the grant, so that's why we're putting this on hold until we get a better understanding. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Minor and emergency service term bid contract extension. Can I get a motion?
Mr. Mayor,
Wait a minute, we gotta get, we ain't in
Motion.
discussion yet.
well, I was gonna, yeah,
So, we got a motion,
Second.
he's not seconding it, all right? Is there not a second?
Second.
All right, now we got a second, discussion.
Mr. Mayor, I think what I'd like to do is make an alternative motion that we approve this contract for 3 to 6 months, and here's why. This original contract, and I talked to David about this, they haven't had any problems with them, but this original contract was 2022. I think it's time that and it's up. They haven't had any problems with our contractor, but, I mean, we've bid out everything else. I think it's time to rebid this.
And I agree.
package.
Me and Donald spoke on
So,
this too.
I don't know what kind of time frame we need, so do we approve this?
90
for-
days sufficient to put it out?
I don't know
How long does it usually take?
I mean, it takes
A
a
bid
while.
process usually takes,
I was
could be
gonna
anywhere
say 6
45 to
months.
90 days, at least.
6 months?
So we can go 6 months. I don't think that'll hurt.
I think we approve it for,
6
tonight,
months.
we approve it for 6 months.
And I think it's
and-
under the same price they're going under now. No price change.
They're offering to work under the.
And I think that's
Oh,
great.
We may need to take into consideration that they're offering at the same price.
So I just,
Because
Yeah,
every
you
Well,
bit-
and we're going for 6 months. I mean,
I'm,
they've got
I'm
the
open
chance
to whatever the
rebid.
board wants to do.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm also looking at, we've rebid Public Works, we've rebid engineering, all that.
Consistency.
I think it is important to go ahead and get fresh numbers on everything and
Yep.
go from there.
Good with
I
that.
mean, it
And-
might end up coming a little higher, it might come back to bite us, but
All right, so we got a substitute motion for this one to be extended for 6
For
months.
6 months, so.
Second, have substitute motion.
Second.
Well,
Alden,
just one notation, 6 months from, is it September 20th? Is that the, because in the letter it said executed on September 20th, 2022. Do we extend it 6 months from then or 6 months from today? I don't know if that's, if that's,
Just to be
if
safe,
that's,
let's do it from today.
okay.
So we got 6 months from today, we got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Next one is Long Beach Harbor Hurricane Zeta repairs. And get a motion.
Motion.
Got a motion from
I'll second. Timmy motioned, I'll second, I'm sorry.
discussion.
I think this was just insurance. They came back with additional insurance.
Yes, it's contract documents for the city to execute, and it includes insurance. There's also a change order to add an insurance requirement.
And this is for the FEMA,
It's the
FEMA contract.
all FEMA repairs project, which is for the Army.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Public Works.
Just want to thank y'all again, and thank y'all for the warm words y'all said, and I'll pass that on to our team. Thank you.
Building official, building office.
good.
Harbor.
Oh, okay.
Community Affairs, she's not here. Derelict properties, we're removing,
Oh, yes,
that one under derelict
Yes,
properties.
at 307 Alexander, I spoke to Mike before the meeting. That property's overgrown again. I believe we adjudicated it within the past year.
I think that's correct.
So if it's the pleasure of the board, I'd like to go back in there and reclaim it.
Which one is that, Tim?
307 Alexander.
Okay.
It's still open for a full year, so we can go back in there and clean
So
it.
we clean that property,
Yes.
and so we're charging it to their taxes?
Yes.
Yes, and it's grown up again, so I'd like to go in there and reclean it.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. City Attorney,
Nothing, sir.
nothing from the city attorney. Next one is, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.